I'd like to call to the order the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting of May the 3rd, 2011, and announce that there is a quorum. First item of business, actually second item of business, is approval of the minutes of April 5th, 2011. Are there any changes to the minutes? Are there any concerns, anything that we need to update here with the minutes and all? If not, Chair will entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Karen has made the motion, and Bill has seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Minutes are accepted from April 5th, 2011 meeting. Third item of business is selection of officers. We will be selecting a chair first and then a vice chair. So we'll open up the nominations for chairperson for Planning and Zoning.
I nominate you,
Second.
Jim. So that everybody knows who I'm pointing to is Jim.
I was dodging here.
You can't.
Okay, Karen has nominated Jim Gallegos. Are there any other nominations?
And Alvin seconded it.
Oh, hold it.
Yeah.
Alvin, okay, you made a motion there. Alvin seconded.
Make a motion, nomination closed.
Second.
All those in favor of nominations closed, please signify by say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Nominations are closed. Do I have to take a vote on this?
Yes.
Or do we automatically? Okay. So, all those in favor of making Jim Gallegos chairman of the board for the Planning and Zoning Board,
Can we
please.
vote present?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm just curious if we can vote present.
Can we? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, I will accept the chairman of the Planning and Zoning Board. Now let's open up the nominations for vice chair for Planning and Zoning. Do we have any nominations?
Nominate Karen.
Thank you, Alvin.
Karen has been nominated by Alvin,
Second.
seconded by Jim. All those in favor? Well,
Aye.
okay, do we have a motion to close the nominations, or is there anybody else?
So moved.
So moved by Bill. All those in favor?
Do you have a second on the motion?
Yes, we
Second.
do, by Bill. Oh, I thought we
TJ.
did. Okay,
Thank you.
seconded by TJ. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, the nominations are closed. So we have got Karen submitted as vice chair. All those in favor? Or, let's see, do I have a motion to accept Karen as the vice chair?
We already did that. They already nominated me.
And then we
You already
closed it.
So now you need just
And
the
it-
ayes.
Just need
So
to-
all those in favor, please say
You have the
aye.
ayes.
Aye.
All those opposed? Karen is now the vice chair.
Oh, it's hard.
Didn't vote at all.
That was
Good
strenuous.
workers now.
Okay.
Okay, we move on to item number 4, consent agenda plats. Item 4A, final plat of Pyramid Drywall Addition, Lot 1, Block A, a 2.0 acre lot zoned light industrial, LI, located on the southwest corner of West Hill Lane and Red Hawk Road. Staff.
Good evening. Good evening, Commissioners. Paisha Boomsma, Planning Administrator. The item before you for consideration this evening is a final plat, the Pyramid Drywall Addition. It complies with our General Development Ordinance as well as our zoning ordinance, and staff is recommending approval.
Staff is recommending approval. Are there any questions on item 4A? Any changes to it? Any questions surrounding what has been presented? So at this point, do we have a motion to accept item 4A?
Move to accept item 4A.
TJ with a motion,
Second.
second by Jim. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Item 4A passes as presented. Item 5A, preliminary plat of Chase Oaks Addition, Phase 2, a 14.305 acre tract, Zone Townhouse 2, TH2, located on the northeast quadrant of Bel Air Boulevard and Valley Parkway, with 76 residential lots, 3 drainage right-of-way lots proposed, and 3 requested variances. Staff.
Good evening. As most of you are aware, First Texas Homes purchased what used to be called the Villas at Wellington, and they have already completed the public improvements on Phase 1, picked up where the villas left off. And now they've submitted their preliminary plat for Phase 2, which is in essence used to be Phase 2 of Villas at Wellington. The main difference, of course, is that the previous plat was attached townhomes and had roughly 130 units. This plat is laid out almost exactly the same, except the lots have been made larger to accommodate a detached single-family product, and 76 detached single-family homes are proposed. There are 3 variances associated with the preliminary plat. One is to allow front entry, thus waiving the alley requirement. Number 2 is to provide a reduced width drainage and sanitary sewer right-of-way between lots 28 and 29, Block C. And the third variance is to allow a drainage easement in lieu of a right-of-way on lots 25 and 26, Block B. With regard to the first variance, front entry access and waiving the alleys, that's a relatively common variance that we've seen, especially in these type of products where we're converting from a townhouse attached to a detached product. We just did a similar variance for Kings Grant subdivision out on the east side of town a few weeks ago, and then of course the same variance was approved for Phase 1 of Chase Oaks, and the same variance was approved originally with the Villas at Wellington. The developer will be building a 33-foot street with rollover curb and a 50-foot right-of-way, which meets city standards for front entry. Variance B is to provide a reduced width drainage and sanitary sewer right-of-way. In a single-family residential subdivision, we do not allow easements. We allow we require right-of-ways typically, so that the individual homeowners don't necessarily own and fence in our public infrastructure. The area in question for variance B is shown in yellow on the variance exhibit. Because of the size and the type of facilities that are proposed there, a sanitary sewer and a storm drain, we would normally require a 35-foot right-of-way. In this particular instance, the developer is proposing a 30-foot right-of-way, so it's a 5-foot variance. This particular variance was also approved with the previous plat, Villas at Wellington Phase 2. The design of the sanitary sewer and of the storm sewer in this right-of-way is such that the reduction of width by 5 feet really should not cause any particular problems for the city with regard to future maintenance issues. So staff is in support of that variance. Variance C is to allow an easement in lieu of a right-of-way between lots 25 and 26, Block B. That would be located up in the northeast corner of the subdivision. Again, we typically don't allow a single-family subdivision to have easements simply because we don't want individual homeowners to have public infrastructure on their owned property. In this particular case, this variance was also approved with Villas at Wellington, the previous plat, and staff has no objection to this particular variance. Number one, it's a relatively small diameter storm sewer. It's at the very front of the lot, adjacent to the street, so it's very unlikely that the homeowner would even want to fence it in, so we don't have that to worry about. And all the rest of the storm sewers and sewer lines are all in right-of-ways except for this one small location. So I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have, and there's a representative here from the developer as well as the engineer if you have any questions of them.
Commissioners, do we have any questions at all?
I just have one. Now, this is the area that we acted up on some time ago for vacated plat, right?
That's correct. The previous plat here on Phase 2 was vacated, so they're starting over now with virtually a new plat, although it looks almost the same.
And all the lots were included in that? All this was included in the vacated?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have one question. On the waiving of the ALA requirements, what is the normal that we require?
Without a variance, rear entry access is required with alleys, and when we do that, then the street width is reduced to 31 feet because we have the stand-up curb rather than the rollover curb.
Okay.
But the right-of-way width is the same.
Okay. Good. Are there any other questions? Any comments at all before we move forward?
Just glad to see the developer move into a little higher quality of product on this, so good job, guys.
And frankly, I think it kind of resembles some of the communities you see in Addison and some of the other places. So if you get a chance, go by there and look at it. I think it's very, very attractive. It's going to be a nice piece. It's a nice recovery on that. So I'm glad to see it. So, Chair will entertain a motion on item 5A.
Don't you want to open the public hearing first?
We don't need a public hearing on this one, do we? It's a regular
public hearing, so I think you will have to open and close the public hearing.
Oh, even though it's not registered as a public hearing item.
It's
a regular
hearing.
It's a regular hearing.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So we still want to do a public hearing? I mean, open up before the public hearing?
I don't
See if
think
anybody makes a comment or
I
something.
didn't think we were required to, but Chair is open to listen to any comments on this item for item 5A. It's a regular hearing plat.
Motion to close public hearing.
Motion to close public hearing.
Second.
Second by TJ. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Public hearing is closed. Item 5A then. If there are any other questions at all, we have a motion.
Make a motion to recommend approval?
Motion by Karen. Second by Neil. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Item 5A carries as presented. Is there any other miscellaneous items? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by TJ, seconded by Karen. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Meeting is adjourned.